So my name is Susan. This is Revive DIY and Upcycled Designs. I love to come on here and share project ideas with you, and I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture, and today I'm actually going to be sharing my monthly DIY club transfer with you and an idea that I have. And this is a transfer. It's my monthly DIY changes the first day of every month, and it goes away after the last day of every month. You get a new design every single month. So if you are interested in learning about that, I did highlight a link on here, but then it's also in the description. So please feel free to check that out and find out what it's all about. It's a great idea. You can even gift it to someone, guys. So if you have someone crafty in your life that you think would like, you know, a gift that keeps on giving past Christmas, it would be a great idea to gift them that. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in a comment or send me a message. And of course, now that I'm actually back here with you guys, I'm warm. And I've been chilly all day, but I'm warm now. Now I'm warm. So what I'm probably going to do is take off my socks because that will help. But yeah, it's been chilly here all day. So anyway, this is the design. We used it last week. As you can see, you know, the vinyl part can get stained with a darker pigmented chalk, but as long as my silk screen is clear, you can reuse this. Company will guarantee a dozen times. Usually you can get more than that if you take good care of it. I thought I heard somebody coming in. The dog is out there. And he's a sock thief, so I gotta be careful. But anyway, this is what it looks like when you get it. Club Couture, I'm here, let's get chalking. Inspiration inside. So that's what it looks like when you get it. You get 3 single paste packets with it. This month's color, like I said, are Eucalyptus, Shimmer Frost, and Currant Jam, which is a really pretty dark pink color. It's all in the link if you're interested. So my idea for today with this project, I like to share a couple different ones. I actually have I have 2 other ideas right now. So that should get me through the month. I usually try to share one every week. So that should get me through the month because we're already halfway through the month almost. So I do have 2 other ideas with this that I'll try to share with you before the month's out, Lord willing. Today we are going to reuse a surface that we created with last month. Who remembers this? Who was here for this cutie pie? Let me turn it on so you guys can see it. Let me do it so in a way that, okay, hopefully it won't drive you crazy. So I have these pretty little purple lights in it. Right now I don't have any other lights. I haven't unpacked those. Haven't found those yet, any of my other fairy lights. But who was here last month when I did this fun little project? So this is one of those glass blocks. I'm going to turn it off. One of those glass blocks that you can get at most of the craft stores. Okay. Use a coupon. Wait and get it when it's on sale. Hi Jennifer. Thanks for joining me. Let me know where y'all are watching from. Hey Sherry Lynn. Thanks for joining me. Ladies, let me know where you're watching from, especially if you're new. You know I'm live if you see the red circle around the profile picture, which I am live. You're joining me live. If not, you're catching me on the replay, and still say hey when you come on the replay. So I'm going to leave the purple lights in here for right now just because I don't have any other twinkle lights to put in there. But this, you know, has the little plastic lid that comes off. You can actually even feed the twinkle lights through this little hole there. You don't have to do it the way I did it. You can feed it right through it. I will probably change it to a different color once I can find them. But I also put in there some of this. This is just that packing stuff that you can get for like gift bags and stuff. I put that in there, and it's actually not the paper, and it's not the, what would the other, I can't think of what the other stuff would be called, but it's almost like flexible. So, and it's iridescent, so it picks up whatever colors are going on around it, and I love it. I think it'll work fine for our project today as well, so I'm just going to leave that in there, and then you guys are going to have to help me decide whether I should add the little diamonds in the bottom. I of course have fake snow somewhere. I probably ought to just pick up some more at the Dollar Tree, but I also have those other gems that I bought today, so you guys can help me decide with that. But what we're going to do is change out this design. Since this is a glass block, it is what we would consider a reusable surface, so why not? And then it's cool. I leave it out in my front area, right? I mean, it's technically considered a foyer, I guess. It's just so much smaller than my previous foyer, but I leave it out there, so it's kind of like a little night light, which is really nice. So I did this last month in chalk. I did it in Shimmer Frost, which is the same color that you'll get this month. I did it in one of my shimmer purples, and then I did this really fun green color, and then I did glow in the dark over top of it as well, so it glowed in the dark. But because it's chalk, of course it's on here until I want it to come off. But what we're going to do is we're going to clean it off and we're going to reuse it. So I did find my spray bottle. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of water on here and let it sit for a minute or two or so. We'll see. Just a few minutes, not very long. I say minutes, it might not even be minutes. And I'm going to get something that I can scrape. So basically by putting the water on there, all I'm doing is reactivating the chalk. Because chalk paste is just wet chalk that when it dries hard to the touch and it stays on there. Depending on the surface, if it's wood or canvas or something like that, it's permanent. If it's on something like glass or metal or chalk paste, then it's reusable. So you can obviously clean it off. And this is how you would clean it off of any of the reusable surfaces. You just wet it again. You're making it wet chalk again. And then once you've wet it, you're going to take something, and I just happen to have one of these little tools from the Dollar Tree. I think it's used for weeding. I don't know, but I think that's what it's for. But once I have let it get wet, all my chalk get wet, okay, just put it, make sure it's touch on everywhere. I'm just going to take something and I'm now going to scrape the chalk off. And I didn't do it, it wasn't a big design. This was the cutest little design, right? And I am just gonna scrape it. See how that comes right off? And you just have a big pile of used chalk. See? This one's pretty easy because it's the glass. It makes life really easy to go ahead and get it off. Now, if you did a design on here and you wanted it to be on there forever and ever and ever, you would just try to seal it. And this is a glass block, so you could technically do it in ink and then bake it to cure it, to heat set it, and it would be permanent. But if you spray it, then you're going to get like a film. That's the only problem. That's why I was thinking, you might not want to do that. All right, I'm just going to take a little piece of paper towel and pick up this chalk or booger, basically. And now I'm just taking a wipe to clean the rest of the surface to make sure there's nothing else hanging on there, and then we're just going to dry it. Now normally I would take like alcohol or like a lens cleaner if I'm working with glass a lot of times, or like a mug. I love to make my own mugs, coffee mugs, and etch different kind of glasses. But if I was doing that, I usually would take like what you would use for cleaning your glasses, or some vinegar or something like that to clean this with, but I don't have any of that, and it really looks like it's fine. It just helps with like any kind of, I'm just looking to make sure I got it all, fingerprints or finger oils or anything like that. So now it's clean. Now it's a fresh, ready to use surface, okay? Now, what I'm going to do next is I am going to use my fuzzing cloth to fuzz my transfer. And basically all that means is, since these are reusable, they're sticky, I want to make it less sticky, because when you're putting it on glass, it's going to really grab it, and you want to make sure that it doesn't. Thanks for coming back, Chastity. Thanks for coming, Chastity. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so just take a little bit of the stickiness off. And obviously the designs that you get in the monthly club are 8.5 by 11 or about that size. So obviously this is bigger than my block. So I'm just going to pick which part of the design I want to put on here. I'm going to face it towards me, you guys. I think I can move that out of the way. Face it towards me and place this on here wherever I would like. I want to have, there's a cute little birdie over here. Trying to think if I want to have him on here. My biggest problem right now is that I don't have all of my tools that do really, really small areas that I love using. I do not have those right now. So I'm just going to decide what, I think I'm not going to do this guy, this little birdie. I think I'm going to try to get most of the tree and leave the, did I not do him before? And just try to get one of the other, get the little birdie that's on top. I'm not even going to do all of the base of the snowman, I think, because I'm going to try to get my little birdie on here. I'm trying to get my little birdie on here. And then once I have it where I want it, I'm going to smooth it out and make sure I get really good contact. Okay. And like I said, I'm not going to get the whole design on here, but I'm okay with that this time. So it's okay. Now, I did not grab, I am going to use Glacier. That is that's our color of the month, our new color. I am going to use that, and I think I'm going to use that on our actual snowman. There's something on there. If you ever have anything that's in your, you'll feel it, in your design, you want to pull it off because that will affect, you know, how good of the details come out. And I'm thinking I am actually going to use Duchess for my bird because I want my bird to be like a little, I don't want him to be, oh, I don't know. Should I make him a red bird, y'all? Should I make him a red bird? I could make him a red bird. I could make him a cardinal. We could make him a red bird. I do have Cherry here. We're going to use Glacier for the snowman, Cherry Red for my bird, and then over here for my tree, we're going to use Shimmer Eucalyptus. And I may even, let me see if I have access to my brown. Let me see, guys. Let me see. Actually, I could use my Shimmer Crimson on my bird instead of Cherry. I could make him sparkle. I don't know. I guess the bird wouldn't. You know, this is Susan's world. I can make it do whatever I want, right? But that's Shimmer Rose Gold. I was trying to think for his little arms. I could use that, right? I could use that. It doesn't have to be brown for his arms. I could use that. Let me see if I can find my brown really quick, you guys. Hang on. Hang on. Everything is everywhere. I know I saw brown. Even if I had Shimmer Copper, that would work, but this will work. This will work. I did find the brown. So let's grab a couple squeegees. We're going to do the best we can do without all of my mini tools. Hello, Monica. Well, hello, friend. Hang on, guys. I need a little drink. Sorry. Okay. So that's what we've got going on. We are going to do our little guy. And if you just jumped on, we are reusing a glass block that I used last month to do a little ghost kind of nightlight decoration for. And so this, we just cleaned it off. And now we're going to use this month's transfer with it. And I'm just trying to get it lined up a little bit better. And then smooth it out. I might even go down just a little further because I really want to make sure I get my birdie on here this time. And he's kind of on the edge. Like there's the little bump of the glass right there. So I'll just move it. We'll just move it and we're going to paste and peel. This is a simple project. Again, I'm going to use I'm going to keep the filling that I had in there. You could just take that out. You could fill this up with snow. You could fill it up with the gems I was telling you about. Either way you want. And I will find different twinkle lights to put in here than what I have, because these are purple. I got them last month, or I got them in September for Halloween. So, all right, let's see. We are going to start at the bottom. I usually start at the bottom, and let's just go ahead and get some squeegees out. Let's see what I can use, because I'm going to need, when you sign up for the club the first time, you will get a mini squeegee like that, so that you have a tool to use. But we do have many different size squeegees available in my shop. This is just a mini one that's I cut it in half, but we also have great tools for small areas. Mine are just still packed away. This is the size, what we call a small squeegee, and I've also cut one of those in half. So this is kind of what we're going to work with. I'm hoping that I'll have what I need to work with. And those, I just have to make it work. And that's what you would do, right? If you don't have all the tools, you just do the best you can with what you have. So we're going to use Glacier on our snowman, and we're going to use Shimmer Eucalyptus on our tree. You could also use, let me show you another color that is beautiful. No, that's not it. I'll show you another color that is beautiful and would look great. You could do Shimmer Spruce with the tree as well. You could also use Forest, which is like a really, really dark, as you can imagine, dark green. But that would look great with this as well. I'm just going for like the icy colors. You could even use, I might even have some here. you guys, I know you guys don't mind that I am a hot mess and not prepared because I know I have shimmer. I know I have black. I guess I could just use, no, you know I have to, I got a brand new shimmer, Storm, which is black with sparkle in it. But I got a brand new one, but I don't want to open it until I'm finished with my other one. I already pulled it out. It would be so nice to be able to find it. I have a brand new one here, but I don't want to use the brand new one. This is my chalk paste situation for right now. This is why I'm such a mess. Because I put them all in a box to carry here because I didn't want them to get packed away. And I still can't find any most of the time. But I know I have a shimmer shadow. Shimmer shadow, where are you? It's almost gone, but I may have to. And I try not to store them on their side. There it is. I try not to store them on their side. I try to keep them upright so that they're, okay guys. Okay, we're good. We're good. We'll do that on his hat, okay? If I had all of my detail tools, I would probably do everything. Like we've got berries, but we're not gonna be extremely specific on this one. It would be super fun to do all that, but I don't think I'm gonna do all that this time. And I know you guys will forgive me if I don't. It's fine. It's fine, right? It's fine. Okay, so here's Glacier. We're gonna go ahead and start the bottom of our snowman. Is it not gorgeous? I already stirred it up yesterday. It does look like it could use a little mixing. I already stirred it yesterday. I used it yesterday. If you guys didn't see me use it yesterday, I used a whole bunch of shimmers. You know me, I like my shimmers. And we're just gonna start here at the bottom of our snowman and apply it directly to the design. And I'm trying to be careful. And our snowman's gonna kind of just go off the edge. I'm not worried that I'm not gonna get his whole bottom. We're just gonna get him off the edge a little bit. And I think over here, we're gonna get some, we may not even do over there. We're gonna do our shimmer eucalyptus here. And some of this may not even show up until we get the light on. And you're just gonna have to see it with a purple light this first time. And I'm just doing this whole like side over here. There's even some words like a song. This would be pretty in all one color. You could even do the back side in all one color if you wanted something different. And a small one. I am going to paste and peel, but I'm taking my time a little bit just because the shimmer does take a little longer. Ooh, that needs some water. Ooh, can I get any? Ooh, I don't use brown very much, you guys, as you can see. Find his little hand. Why you need something small to get that little area. That definitely needs some. So now I'm going to peel this back. Actually, let me add a little bit of green over here because there is some design that's going to show up over here. Let's see if I can get it. The shimmer does take a little longer to dry. And I may, after it's all done, go back and use a little tool to dot some red on the berries. But we're just going to pull that back a little bit so that we release the chalk paste to the design, to the glass. I'm going to go back over his little hand a little bit. Just lay that right back down and give him a little bit more definition in his you know, nobody is going to look at this super close, guys. This is your design. You have fun with it. Okay, so I'm just pulling that back and releasing it a little bit. I know it's kind of hard for you to see. This is very vintage. It would be even cool, and I think Monday I'm going to treat myself and let myself go to Hobby Lobby. I have not been there yet at all, and I haven't been there in months myself, but I haven't been to the one near me. It's only about 10 minutes away. I haven't been at all since we moved, but I think if you put a piece of vellum behind this, like in the glass, I'll show you what that looks like different on Monday. I'll take a picture of it, but I think if you did that, it would even look, it would show up the delicate, you know, the delicate details that are in this design even better. Okay, so let's get our snowman a little more. This glass block technique I think is really cool because you can just keep reusing the block. And I'm not doing all of his details. I can go back, and I may, after I've done the whole thing, I may go back with like orange, a shimmer orange, and do his little carrot nose. I can go back and do that with just a paintbrush after the chalk is dried. But I'm not doing all the details. You could do him all the way in one color and then go back and add those details like I was saying, like his little nose. I don't want to have to make you guys wait while I get some more orange, or while I find the orange. I can do it afterwards too. You can go back and touch it up. But you do want to use chalk paste when you're doing all of that, if you want to be able to reuse this surface again next month. Like, you know, not next month necessarily, because this design actually will carry you all the way through, right? Winter. But maybe if you want to do something different for Valentine's Day, then you would have this and you could clear it off. But make sure you're using chalk paste so that you can clean it off and reuse it. And I want to do his little arm over here. My brown desperately needs some distilled water put in it to make it not as thick, because right now it's super thick. And this is not the tool I would normally use to do this, but it's what I got. I can't tell if I've gotten in here. It's hard because I got a lot of glare happening. All right, so pull it back. See what it looks like. It's real subtle, guys. It's kind of hard to see because of the light colors, but I promise you it's beautiful. I promise you it's beautiful. Okay, so I'm just releasing the chalk paste onto the surface. I'm going to press it back down. I'm going to do the black hat. You'll see that really well, and when I go to do the bird, you'll see that really well. So you know what I'm going to do? I am going to wipe this off. I'm going to wipe the brown off and reuse this for the red. Since this is a really small one, I'm going to need it. And I am going to spray some distilled water in my brown chalk paste. I do not hardly ever use brown. I'm going to spray some in there and let it absorb the moisture. And the next time I go to use it, I will stir it and it will be ready to, it'll be the right consistency. But let's go ahead and use this guy for the black. So this is just a black with some shimmer in it. And we're going to do his hat. It would be cool to do the music. You could do the whole thing, you guys. The whole background in black and go back in and add touches if you wanted to him. You could do everything but the snowman in black and then just go back in and add some of these colors I was talking about with like a paintbrush or one of these little small detail tools that I have on my, I have a multi-purpose tool and a detail tool on my website. And club members always get the best shipping rates. So this is just one of many ideas that you could use this month's club transfer with. There's my fur baby coming to see me. This is just one of many. I've already shown one with a candle. The next one I show hopefully will be a little bit better to see. You'll be able to see it better. No snooping, mister. What you looking for? Nothing in there that has anything to do with the doggy. What are you snooping for? But if you are in my, if you are not a designer and you're in my VIP group, I will send you, I mean, I have other ideas that I can put in there. So I can't do it out here, but I can, did I do that? I didn't do that yet. I can share ideas in there, some other ideas in there. If you're wondering, what else can I do with that design, Susan? You know, it's not picking up a lot of this music notes in the background because of the way I'm doing it, but and again, the colors that I've chosen are very light. You would get the Current Jam, the regular eucalyptus, not the shimmer. I'm using shimmer eucalyptus and shimmer frost for your design. But if you are a club member and you've saved other pastes from other times, then you would be able to use some of those other colors that you might have, or you can grab some more for yourself. Okay, I'm going to peel all of this back now, except for the bird. I'm going to try, oh, I didn't get him enough, I don't think. Yeah, I think the hat's supposed to be like that, you guys. It's got a bunch of designs. I just missed a section, a whole section. Let's try that again. I missed his whole little air brim. Let's see. Press that in there a little bit. Give him a little bit more definition. You can see his little hat. I'm gonna lay it back down. And now, I think once I light this up, you'll be able to see all these little details a lot better. Now we're going to get our red. I'm just closing my chalk paste up so they don't get dried out, you guys. If you ever have a jar and it gets too thick, you always want to only use, distilled water to reconstitute it, because if you use tap water, it has impurities in it and you will get things growing. You will get mold growing in your chalk paste, and you don't want that. Again, this would not be the ideal tool I would normally choose, this squeegee, but if you're really good, of course, I tend to move a little too quickly when I'm trying to do a live. But if you're really good and you take your time, just taking a little mini squeegee and cut it in half will work. But let's see. Let's see if that bird turned out at all. Let us see. I think so. Let's see if we get a little bit more detail. Try not to get into the so I will take this to my sink and wash it in just a little bit. Let's see if you guys can tell. I don't think you can see him very well. He's there, I promise. What will happen? Oh gosh, I just dropped my whole squeegee in my chalk paste. Now I'm really going to be a mess. I'm always messy with red. Always messy with red. That's cherry. That was from the summer. I don't remember if that's still available right now or not. Okay, Let's turn it on and see what happens. See if it shows up. See if you can see it at all. Let me turn this down. I think that might be part of it, but I don't know if you guys can see the design or not. I think if you took a piece of vellum and you cut it about the, you know, the width of this and then put it in there right behind it, I think that would help it show up as well. And then having twinkle lights, I just don't think with this colored lights, they're going to show up the right. You definitely would want to go with white or light or icy blue. Trying to find one where it stays on. I always am challenged with that. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can turn this down even more. Probably even turn it off. Oh, I don't know if you can see my snowman. Can you see him? Now you can see him a little bit. When you see the outline of him in the image. I promise he's there. And then the bird and the hat. It's very, very delicate. This would be super fun, I think, also. Let me turn it back on. Turn it back up. I think it would be super fun to do the whole thing in one dark color as well. And like I said, you could even do that on the back. I wonder if, let's see, how long have I been on? I haven't been on very long. I could probably lickety-split do this with the current jam and show you guys what that would look like. Let me find my current jam because I did reconstitute it. It was totally thick and I reconstituted it this week. I just added water to it and let it sit and was able to stir it. If I can find where it is. It's probably right in here. What I will do is, you guys, maybe I should have left well enough alone today, huh? What I will do is we will wash this really quick. Because you have to have a clean transfer to do it. This is how you wash it. We'll let this dry for a minute. That'll give us a chance to let that dry. I am running out of room over here, guys. I've got everything too close to me right now. Way too close to me. Let's let this over to the side. I'm going to show you how we're going to clean this transfer, and we're going to, and I wish I had a cleaning wipe, but I don't, but I hope I know I have a napkin, so I can clean off the top layer of chalk paste. Of this. Usually I would use a cleaning wipe to do a fast job on it. Clean it. Turn that over. You can use regular water on your transfers, guys, because you would take them, I don't know why I keep turning that off. You would take them to your sink and use cool running water to clean them. And our board eraser or a very soft sponge. I even sometimes use like a very, very soft brush like you would use for your manicures or pedicures as well. That would work for cleaning them. As long as you're gentle with them. You don't ever want to soak your transfers. I'm just taking off like the first layer of chalk paste on it right now, guys. And now, let's see. Do I happen to have a board eraser in here? I do. A little sliver of a board eraser. So let's try that. And there we go. You see how that magically clears it? That cleans it. I don't know how, but it's the coolest thing. They come in a 2-pack. They come in 2 big round circles, and they are amazing. They clean your transfers, they clean your chalkboards and your surfaces. Okay, we're gonna flip that over. Spray some water there. Because I want to show you really quickly how you could do it with just all current jam so that you can see all the details. And then if you wanted to go back and add the little details like colors anywhere else, you could. Now I can reuse that as well. I just make sure it's dry. I can reuse the board eraser as well. I just rinse that out. Actually, let me use the other side of this one because it's already kind of dirty. Go back over this one more time. Make sure it's dry. You want to make sure your transfer's dry when you put your chalk paste on it. And I gotta fuzz it again anyway. See how it's sticky again? It's come back sticky again. Simple as that. Don't worry that you have all this leftover residue on your silk screen. Again, if you take it to your sink and use a soft sponge, it comes much cleaner than what I'm getting it right now. If you have a problem where you've used the shimmer and it seems like it's not coming off as well, use a cleaning wipe like Clorox or Lysol or a generic brand cleaning wipe. Not a baby wipe, you'll ruin your transfer. But you can use a cleaning wipe and you can clean that and get it a little bit more clean. But the main thing is you just want to make sure your silk screen's clean. So we're just going to put this. I don't know if my chalk paste usually dries very quickly. If it's, let's just hit it real quick. The shimmer takes a couple minutes longer than the regular. Let me just make sure this is dry before I flip it over and we do it on the other side. It should be, but I just want to be sure. The other reason I'm doing this on the other side is I want you to be able to see the design really well. And I feel like with the colors I've chosen, they're really light colors. And I don't know, if you filled the whole thing up with like the fake snow, it might show up pretty well. I don't know, I might have to experiment a little bit. I thought leaving the thing that I had in there would be good, but what I had in there might be good, but I don't feel like it's showing it that well. And like I said, I also have these. You could fill it up with those gems as well. All right, so I'm gonna flip this over. Lay that down on there so it's not so rough. And I did not even take this off yet, guys. Let me take this off. There we go. And there's another one. It's another sticker. Never did take that off. I don't think it matters. Just want to make sure it's clean. I haven't used this side yet, so let's just make sure it's clean. I don't have paper towels in here. They're in the bathroom. I hate to leave you guys again. I've already walked away several times. That's okay. We're okay. We're friends here, right? Okay, so let's try this again, and I'm going to show you how cool this can look. We'll do less of the tree, and we'll flip it, we'll push it over this way a little bit this time. And I still want to get my bird. Let me make sure my bird's on there. And this time you're going to see a little bit more of the music notes because I shifted it. And let me find my current jam. There it is. There it is. This is one of the colors you're going to get in the kit this month. Isn't it pretty? And we're just going to grab one squeegee, a small squeegee. I always make sure there's no fuzz on it. And show you how easy it is when you use just one color. I still feel like that needs some more water. Looks like it's dried out a little bit. I want you to see how beautiful this design is, you guys. I would probably recommend, the darker colors on the glass block. You're going to get the shimmer frost and you're going to get the eucalyptus with it. I'm just not sure. Maybe if you did it all in eucalyptus, but I think if you're doing it on a glass block like this, you might want to stick with the current jam and just do it all in current jam. Okay. Just pulling off any extra. What you doing, baby? What you doing? I think he has something. What do you have? What'd you find? He's got something he's not supposed to, you guys. That's what he does to get attention. What do you got? What'd you find, baby? Bring it here. I need to pull this off so you guys can see it. Come here. Let me see. What you got, baby? What you got? All right, guys. I got to see what my baby has. Come here. Come here. Come here. Welcome to Life with the Golden. Oh, I told you he was a sock thief. He stole that right from me. Thank you, babe. He's so naughty. Are you just trying to say hi? Are you just trying to say hi? Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, he wants to say hi, everybody. This is my baby. This is my baby now. Yes. Hello, sweetheart. Yes. His name is Zero. It's a science thing. It's not an indication of his personality because he has got bonus personality, don't you? But he can be naughty when he wants attention. Okay, so let's see if you guys can see this any better. I apologize for the purple light. All right, let me turn this down. We'll just turn it off. I've got my feet on the socks now, so you can't get it. Look, now you can see more of the details. Do you guys see how pretty that is? It would be so pretty with the white in the back. So much prettier. Look at that. Isn't that pretty, you guys? Maybe if I turn it all the way off. I don't have a flashlight, though. I can't show you, like, with a flashlight or anything. I think you guys can see it okay. Can you see it okay? Isn't it pretty, though, guys? It's such a pretty little detail. It's such a vintage-looking snowman. I really like him. He looks so nice. You could even do this in a watercolor technique, you guys. If you wanted to do just the base in one color, and then after it dried, you could go back in with chalk paste and with a paintbrush and do it like it was a watercolor. So you could also use it for that. But I think you can see it better now with the light off and everything. All the lights off. But that's my idea with this lunch transfer. Go get yourself one of those glass blocks. It's a good investment. You can always get it. You can almost always get it on some kind of sale. You know, some kind of coupon or discount. And then you can reuse it over and over and over again with lots of cool projects. There's the back side. Again, I don't think you can see anything but the bird and the hat and his little arms, but that's the project for today. That's our DIY club. It's a monthly club. This design will be available until the end of November, and then we have a brand new design coming in December, which is a very inspirational. It's one of those uplifting type sayings for the new year, so it works fine going into December. It'd be a great thing to complete. That you'll get it in the middle of it. Well, you get it. It ships out on the 9th, so whatever your postal system, however quickly they move, hopefully you'll get it. You know, you'll have it by the middle of the month, and it's something you can use to create. But this is it for November. If you have any questions, guys, click on the links. They will tell you. And thanks for letting me share this project idea with you. Thanks for letting me have a little craft break. I really, really needed it. Now I'm going to get back to unpacking boxes. Until I see you next time, guys, have a great Sunday. I hope you get some rest. And stay tuned. On Monday, I'll post my schedule for next week for when I'll be going live again. Thanks for letting me come in and share my love of creating with you. Until I see you then, be safe, be healthy, and be blessed. Bye, guys.